Hello, Ashu. How are you, Ashu?
Yes, I am fine. Thank you so much for asking. And how about you?
I'm doing great as well. Thank you very much for asking the same. Hope your day is going good.
Yes.
Nice, nice, nice. It's great to meet you, Ashu. So really hope to have a good conversation with you today.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. So, Ashu, as we're meeting for the very first time, I assume. So, how about a little introduction?
Of course, I will tell you about myself. As you know, my name is Ashutosh Dwivedi, and I'm speaking to you from Kanpur city of Uttar Pradesh. And after that, when it comes to my education, I have pursued my degree, that is BCom Honors Accounting from Banaras Hindu University. And now I'm pursuing my master's, that is Masters of Arts in English Literature. Apart from this, I do run a YouTube channel which is based on English speaking conversations. That's all about me. Thank you.
All right. YouTube, that's great. So, how did you come up with an idea to start a YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's been like almost 3 years. I have been working on my communication skills. So in between of that, this was an idea to boost my confidence
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted to record myself. And then some of the people with whom I used to do practice, they gave me the idea that if you are recording yourself, why don't you put those videos on your YouTube channel as well? So you will get the feedback from the people and you will be able to see your improvement as well. So that's why I started doing it, and it was the one of the things to improve my confidence. Until now I'm posting my videos to get the feedback and to become better as much as I can.
Great, great. And how many years has it been that you've started your YouTube channel? Three?
It's been 2 years for the
2 years.
YouTube. It's been 2 years. Mhm.
Okay. For learning, you're starting your language learning journey, it's been 3 years.
Yes, I'll
Okay,
be
okay.
completing my 3 years on 29th of April.
29th of April, that's near. Great. So anything
Yes.
special for YouTubers? The people that watch your videos, anything special coming up for them?
Nothing special. I'm trying to my level best to be consistent as much as I can, because it is all about the content creation. So I'm
Yeah.
putting more and more videos so they can get more benefits. Yeah.
Great, great, great. Very nice. Chalo, nice. So I'll give you an introduction about myself.
Yes,
All
of
right.
course. I would love to know about yourself as well.
Sure, sure, sure. So my name is Takshit Shirekar, and I am a trainer working with Ace Fluency, all right, as an English language instructor. I have more than 3 years of experience in teaching and training students from different parts of the world. Talking about
Hmm.
IELTS, I have taught students from, Gulf countries such as Oman, Omar, Kuwait, and almost all parts of India. And I've also had conversations with professionals who are working to develop their communicational fluency, trying to improve their speaking skills, spoken skills, public speaking, things like this. So, yeah, that is a little about me.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. One day I was listening you there on Ace Fluency app, and there was a just you were something like there was a kind of role play teacher student or something like that. Well, one will have to be a teacher, one will have to be a parent, one will have to be like a student. So I was
Yes.
listening to you there. Yes,
Hmm.
that was
Yes.
my first a time when I listened to you there. And then
Okay.
after I
Okay.
have watched some videos with other like YouTubers. So,
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Okay. Great. So you have a bit information about me.
Yeah, but today I
Nice,
was
nice,
not
nice.
aware that to whom I'm going to have conversation.
All right. Here I am with you. Chalo. The time that I was having that role play is because, acha, do you have any idea or can you guess why we were having that role play?
Yeah, exactly. It is all about like choosing the role and expressing yourself, because we were taking the real situation there. So it was very helpful for the people, even though for me and now I can make a conversation. But if I will get a real situation, it is really difficult for me to express, because there you will have to use several kind of sentences. But when you are telling about yourself, giving your interview, I don't really think so that you are expressing a real situation there. But when you are teaching teaching and just you are doing something like you are a vegetable seller and you are a customer, so you will have to come up with a real situation which we don't have the privilege in our country, because we are from India. and we speak a native language in our local places. So there is no need of English. So, but the people who live in English countries, for them it is very comfortable. And if I'm going to live there, of course, I will get an opportunity to talk with a vegetable seller, to ice cream vendor in English. But in India, it's really difficult. So what you were doing, that was exactly good for the real situations and people they
Right.
can express well.
Yes,
Hmm.
again, that's true. The things that you mentioned. Why is it required is because we, being people of India, we don't have that facility or that environment where we can practice English in a clear manner, right? There's
Hmm.
always
Hmm.
fear of judgment present at the back of our head,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Because of which we start speaking in English to a few people, they do it too, but then fear kicks in. Like, will he
Hmm.
judge me? What would he think about me? What would he see if I did something wrong? Right? And
Hmm.
because of that,
Hmm.
we revert back to our native language. So to keep the
Yes.
environment friendly, bit fun, so we keep these activities present, so it keeps on going. So they are happy. They can practice it with a free mind and without being
Hmm.
judged.
Hmm.
And that is
Yes.
why we do it. Activity for
Yeah,
that.
that's wonderful. Exactly. Even though, as I told you, that for me talking, just right now I'm talking to you, and that's totally fine. But if you are gonna say to me, just play a role of like bank manager, oh my goodness, it will be tough. First thing, like I'll have to think like what they do. Second thing, I'll
Correct.
have to come and react in a way like they like do. So
Yeah.
that is totally different from just even though what I feel giving interview is a different thing, and just choosing that real roles are really different.
Yeah, role plays, the situations that we have to come up with should be similar or understandable enough so that students don't have to think about it too much. That's why we
Mhm,
chose situation which we have all gone through. That is
mhm,
parents teacher meeting.
yes.
That's why we took it. Great. So, Ashu, could you tell me what are the kinds of response that you get on your YouTube channel? What kind of questions do you get? Basic questions related to English from your viewers, from your subscribers?
Yes, I get every single kind of comments. The few people they just appreciate me, and as I told you that I had started my YouTube channel to get the feedback from the people. Some people who are good enough, they are giving me the feedback as well that Ashutosh you should work on it because I'm not able to find like where I'm committing mistakes, and I had no mentor at that point of time in the beginning. So I do get that feedback kind of comments, positive comments, like people they are appreciating that they are getting help from my videos, and sometimes they are asking as well the question that how you became fluent and what should I do to become fluent. Then I'm just giving them answer, or some people they are writing me mails, so I'm just giving them answer or trying to satisfy them. Sometimes I have conversation with them as well. And so in that sense, of course, such kind of comments I do get, that what I should do to become fluent. That's why I'm asking this kind of questions with tutors also, that if they will give this answer, this will be helpful for the beginners who are struggling to find out a right way to become fluent in English.
Hmm. So one of the questions that we can consider is very common and oftenly asked in your comment section is how do you start? How do you become fluent
Yes,
in English?
yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Hmm.
Mhm.
In all these
Yeah,
years,
there are a few common questions, Dakshit.
mhm,
Like, the most of the people they come up with like, how long does it take to become fluent? And why I'm not improving, even though I have been
right.
practicing for 3 months. And another question that they will say that how to just work on vocabulary. Why I'm not able to keep the vocabulary in my mind for like long. This kind of questions.
Hmm. And in this journey that you've started on YouTube,
Mhm.
how did you find the answer to these questions? How do you answer those questions? How do you tell them a satisfactory answer?
So the first and most important thing what I found, like that is the patience matters a lot. And what I found with the beginners, most of the people they are asking this question, they had started their journey only like month back, 15 days
Hmm.
back, or 7 days back. But they
Right.
don't have the patience. They think that they will be able to become an expert of communication in 30 days. Because as you can see in the market, become fluent in
Yeah.
30 days, British
Yeah.
English, Cambridge English, American English, they are going to make you fluent in 45 days, 30 days. So that
Yeah.
is just, not the right concept. Like, this is just, that's why the people, they are getting the wrong thing in their mind, that they are going to be an expert within 30 days. And if they will do practice in for 15 days, they will start asking these questions. That's why I'm not getting better or something like that. But the
Right.
question is that this is a language. I will give you an example. Even though we are not perfect in our native language, we have been living in the environment, we have been speaking that language for more than 20 years. But if I'll be on a stage, again I will stuck. That is totally different. So it means speaking is a skill. Even though if you are good in it, then also you will have to learn how to communicate with others. And that takes time. You will have to learn by listening, by watching, and by talking to the people. So I do say to the people, listen, watch, and talk as much as you can.
Great advice, I can say, because I agree with the advice that you're giving. Listening, watching, and speaking are one like most important things that one can do when starting off a language learning journey.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically speaking about English, what we can say is let's first talk about the advertisements that they find. Learn
Mm-hmm.
English in 30, 35 days, 40s. It's not going to happen. It's not a
Mm-hmm.
pill that you can swallow and you can start speaking in English. It's a
Mm-hmm.
skill, it's a
Mm-hmm.
habit that you have to develop. Over time, you
Exactly.
increase, you build your efficiency, you improve in it over time when you practice it with consistency, with diligence,
Right.
right? So, the important thing that people should understand is that language learning is a process of following the three things that we mentioned, that is reading, listening, and speaking. A simple
Mm-hmm.
example would be, let's say a person wants to run faster. What does he
Mm-hmm.
do? He practices running.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Similarly, for speaking, you have to speak, you have to start
Yeah, for
speaking in
that,
English,
always I do say one
right?
sentence with my students, that is, speaking comes from speaking.
Yes,
So,
absolutely correct. They need to understand it. If they want to
mm-hmm.
improve their fluency in speaking, they have to start speaking. It's
Mm-hmm.
not necessary. I mean, I completely agree to the points that people say. Like, we don't find anybody to speak with, we don't know what to speak about. Things like that are
Exactly.
acceptable and understandable. India is not the best place to practice English because, as we talked about it, nervousness, anxiety, fear of being judged, right? That's why people
Absolutely.
like you on YouTube, companies like this are present where they can give you an environment where they can practice freely without the hesitation of being judged, without being anxious, nervous, while their questions are being answered, right? So these are the
Right.
things that people should understand and take benefits of the features and opportunities that you guys are providing them. That is what I would say. Small thing for the viewers.
Yeah, exactly. So this is absolutely right, that most of the people, they are going to tell you that they became fluent in 3 months, 2 months. They are advertising, and that's
Correct.
not true. So if you are going to say to someone, then it will take 5 years to become an expert. People will say, "Oh my goodness, I will not go for English at all. I will do something else where I will
Right.
become better in 2 months or 4 months." So that's why the people, they're taking communication very lightly. So, but
Yeah.
what I feel, this is a lifelong, just, journey where you will be improving. You can't be perfect at any point of time. There are a lot of things. If you will not practice public speaking, again you will start lacking in your body language, your, just,
Correct.
like gestures, facial expressions. So you'll
True.
have to be there to face the fears. Then only you can be comfortable, just, for those things.
Right. Journey of language learning is for lifelong. It's not going to
Yeah.
stop. There will
Hmm.
be a thing or two that you've missed that you can learn every day,
Hmm.
be it
Hmm.
vocabulary, be it sentences, be it phrases, idioms, words.
Yeah.
Everything cannot be learned in a single day because, as you mentioned, learning it in 5 years, it's just a time frame that we can say will that was required for someone to have a good grasp in English. But
Hmm.
perfection is something that can never be achieved. There will
Hmm.
be something that you will you will just leave out. You'll have to take a look at it, and through process
Hmm.
of learning, practicing consistently, you will be able to discover it. unless and until you
Mhm.
find someone who can provide you feedback, not just
Mhm.
feedback, but constructive feedback. How,
Mhm.
where, and why you're lacking. These are the three main questions that you should be answered. Like, if I'm speaking this, why am I going wrong? Where am I going wrong? And how I can improve it. If you are well aware of
Right.
these three things by yourself, then it's amazing. If not, maybe try finding a person who is a bit knowledgeable than you, who can give you feedbacks like this, right? Because unless and understand we figure out the areas of improvement, there's no scope from improvement. Right.
Absolutely right. Yes.
Great. So I think, Asu, this is for our time. I think we are done with it.
Yeah.
It was amazing having conversation, and I did not come to know that you were present in my rooms. If I would have known, I would have added you to the panel. I'd love to have a
Oh,
word with
thank you.
you over there. Sure, if you do join in the future, let me know. We'll have a conversation over there. All
Of
right.
course, why not? Mhm.
Chalo then. Have a good day, Ashutosh. It was a lovely
Okay.
conversation with you. Enjoyed it thoroughly and hope the viewers like it too.
Yeah, for
Right?
sure. Thank you so much
Chalo.
when